Number 1. Galactic Cinema returns. Star Wars is coming back to theaters. After nearly 6 years since the rise of Skywalker, we're getting not one, but 3 confirmed movies between 2026 and 2027. The drought is over, people. Disney just dropped the news in their investor presentation. 3 new Star Wars movies, real release dates, confirmed directors, some seriously wild casting that'll blow your mind. Star Wars Celebration 2025 revealed exclusive footage and behind-the-scenes details that had fans losing their absolute minds. We're talking about movies that will completely reshape the galaxy far, far away. Some connect storylines we've been following for years. Others launch brand new adventures. Here's what makes this so special. Each movie takes a totally different approach to storytelling. One wraps up beloved streaming shows. Another features A-list Hollywood stars in original stories. The third explores completely unexplored eras of Star Wars history. The production schedules are aggressive, but they're actually working. Some projects already wrapped filming. Others are ramping up right now. Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy dropped a huge hint recently. She said new content doesn't necessarily have to connect to every little thing that's been done. Translation? Creative freedom like we haven't seen since the original trilogy. Number 2. Mandalorian movie magic. The Mandalorian and Grogu hits theaters May 22, 2026. This is Grogu's big screen debut. It's also the massive finale that ties together multiple streaming shows. This isn't just another spin-off. This is the event fans have been waiting for. Director Jon Favreau basically took what would have been Mandalorian Season 4 and turned it into a movie. Smart move. He says it'll close out storylines from The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka. If you've been following these shows, this movie is absolutely essential. The exclusive footage from Celebration 2025 was incredible. Grogu as Mando's bounty hunting apprentice? Check Zeb from Rebels making his live-action return? Double check. The Razor Crest flying again? Triple check. But here's the wild part. Grogu hanging out with those tiny Babu Frick mechanics from Rise of Skywalker. That's connecting some serious dots across different eras. Sigourney Weaver joined the cast, and we have no idea what her role is yet. The footage showed Mando absolutely destroying an Imperial remnant AT-AT. Weaver's character, some New Republic official, was not happy about it. Sounds like Din's about to navigate some seriously complex galactic politics. This movie could be huge for both characters. Din's embracing the father role while maybe becoming a Mandalorian leader. Grogu might finally speak his first words in Basic. Plus, we could see him take real steps toward becoming something unprecedented. A Mandalorian Jedi. Ready to see Grogu swing a lightsaber while wearing Beskar armor? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our deep dive breakdowns of every trailer and TV spot. Number 3. Streaming saga continues. The streaming Star Wars universe is on fire right now. Multiple series are delivering galaxy-spanning stories across different eras and tones. These shows have become the heart of Star Wars storytelling. They're doing the deep character work and world building that movies can then build on. Andor Season 2 launched in April 2025, and it's using a brilliant release strategy. 12 episodes dropping as 3 episodes per week for 4 weeks. It's appointment television. You get time to process each batch while building anticipation for what's next. The show continues Cassian's transformation into the hardened rebel we met in Rogue One. We're watching the Rebel Alliance actually form. Here's why Andor hits different. It treats Star Wars like a real place with real consequences. No jokes every 5 minutes, no cartoon villains, just mature, grounded storytelling about what rebellion actually costs. Critics called it a new high-water mark for live-action Star Wars storytelling. Season 2 delivers even more of that gritty authenticity. Ahsoka. Season 2 is filming right now with a 2026 release target. We're picking up after that insane Season 1 finale. Thrawn's back in the main galaxy. He's got clear plans to unite what's left of the Empire. That sets up a direct collision course with everything happening in The Mandalorian and Grogu. These streaming shows do what movies can't. They take time, they experiment. They go deep on characters and explore corners of the galaxy that would never fit in a 2-hour runtime. They're handling the heavy lifting so movies can deliver those spectacular payoff moments. Number 4. Animated adventures flourish. Animation is Star Wars' secret superpower. These upcoming animated projects prove this medium can take us places live action simply cannot reach. From international collaborations to character-focused deep dives, animation lets Star Wars get absolutely wild with creativity. Star Wars Visions Season 3 drops fall 2025. We're getting new shorts from legendary Japanese studios: Wit Studio, Studio Trigger, Kamikaze Douga, and Anima. This anthology series is pure creative playground. International animators reimagining Star Wars through completely different cultural lenses. The results feel familiar but also completely fresh and surprising. Here's something cool. They're expanding beyond anthology format. Star Wars Visions presents. The Ninth Jedi is taking one of the most beloved shorts and turning it into its own complete series. That's a genius content model. Use anthology episodes as pilots for bigger stories. Young Jedi Adventures returns for Season 3 in fall 2025. New droid characters named Beepers, Dozer, and Gigi are joining the fun. They're described as a quirky band of droids, each with their own unique and hilarious personalities. Don't let the kid-friendly target fool you. This series maintains real connections to Jedi philosophy and the broader High Republic era. The biggest animated surprise? Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord launches in 2026. Sam Witwer is back voicing the deadly Sith Lord. The series follows Maul after Clone Wars events, as he rebuilds his power and leads underworld factions. This perfectly sets up his criminal empire rise during the dark times between trilogies. Witwer's voice work as Maul has always been phenomenal. Now he gets to carry his own series. Number 5. Gaming Galaxy expands. Star Wars gaming just exploded in the best way possible. EA no longer holds exclusive rights. That means multiple studios are crafting completely different types of experiences. Different genres, different eras, different gameplay styles. There's literally something for every type of Star Wars fan now. Star Wars Zero Company launches in 2026 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. BitReactor is developing it with help from Respawn and Lucasfilm Games. It's a turn-based tactics game set during the Clone Wars twilight. Think chess meets Star Wars in the most epic way possible. You play as Hawks, a former Republic officer leading Zero Company. They're basically an unconventional mercenary outfit with professionals from across the galaxy. Your choices actually matter and affect how the story unfolds. Plus, you get deep tactical combat with cinematic presentation. BitReactor's leadership includes Greg Forge, who worked on Sid Meier's Civilization. That's serious strategy game expertise coming to Star Wars. Star Wars Eclipse from Quantic Dream is targeting 2026. This is a branching narrative adventure set during the High Republic Golden Age. Think multiple playable characters exploring uncharted Outer Rim territories. Quantic Dream made Detroit. Become Human and Heavy Rain. Expect emotionally complex stories where your choices have massive consequences. The Jedi gaming franchise continues with Star Wars Jedi 3. It's expected no earlier than 2026, since original director Stig Asmussen left to form his own studio. This concluding entry will wrap up Cal Kestis's journey. Respawn's adjusting to new creative leadership, but they're still committed to finishing the trilogy. Number 6. High Republic Horizons. The High Republic era is becoming absolutely crucial to Star Wars storytelling. This is 200 years before Phantom Menace during the Jedi Order's Golden Age. Upcoming projects are finally bringing this incredible period to visual media in major ways. We're about to see what the galaxy looked like when it was actually at peace. Star Wars Eclipse takes full advantage of this timeline. Developers have massive creative freedom because the Jedi were at their peak and the Republic actually worked. Multiple playable characters with branching paths will show us how different everything functioned without Imperial oppression or Sith manipulation behind the scenes. Young Jedi Adventures. Season 3 keeps exploring High Republic foundations for younger audiences. It shows how Jedi training actually worked during this optimistic era. The series gives us crucial understanding of what the Jedi Order was supposed to be before politics and corruption started its downfall. Here's why this era rocks. Writers can create original Jedi characters without worrying about connecting to existing storylines. They can explore completely unfamiliar worlds. They can establish new threats that don't need ties to Skywalker saga events or Imperial conflicts. It's creative freedom on steroids. The focus on this hopeful period provides perfect balance to all the darker stories happening elsewhere in the universe. Not every Star Wars story needs to be about struggling against overwhelming evil. Sometimes we can see exploration, discovery, and the positive side of what the Jedi and Republic were meant to represent. Number 7. New Era Adventures. The post-sequel trilogy period is where things get really interesting. We're exploring what happens after the Final Order falls and peace presumably returns to the galaxy. These projects are building completely new mythologies while respecting what came before. It's uncharted territory in the best way possible. Star Wars. Starfighter releases Memorial Day 2027. Sean Levy directs and Ryan Gosling stars. It's set 5 years after Rise of Skywalker with completely original characters. This is our first major look at what the post-sequel trilogy galaxy actually looks like. It could establish the foundation for decades of future storytelling. The film will create new Jedi classifications and establish the forward timeline. It's basically Episode X without calling itself that. We don't have many details yet, but the Starfighter focus suggests we'll see galaxy-wide defense forces rebuilding. New threats are emerging from the Final Order's ashes. Ryan Gosling's casting is huge news. Lucasfilm is clearly committed to attracting A-list talent for original stories. Gosling brings serious dramatic credibility plus action movie experience. This won't be some lightweight adventure. We're talking genuine emotional weight combined with spectacular action sequences. This timeline is basically a blank slate. Writers can introduce new government structures. They can explore how different worlds recover from decades of warfare. They can establish completely new types of threats that don't rely on the old Empire versus Rebellion dynamics. The creative possibilities are endless. Number 8. Rey's Jedi Revolution. Rey is coming back. Daisy Ridley returns as Rey in a brand new movie set 15 years after Rise of Skywalker. She's building a new Jedi Order from scratch. Director Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy is making this happen. The movie was officially announced at Star Wars Celebration 2023 alongside 2 other major films. Obaid-Chinoy said she's attracted to immersing myself in a new Jedi Academy with a powerful Jedi Master. That powerful Jedi Master? That's Rey. We're jumping 15 years into the future after the sequel trilogy events. The galaxy is post-war, post-First Order. According to Kathleen Kennedy, the Jedi are in disarray. Rey has to rebuild everything from nothing. No pressure, right? The development has been a roller coaster. Peaky Blinders creator Stephen Knight worked on early drafts but departed the project in 2024. More recently, reports suggest the Rey movie is on hold once again, as other projects move forward first. But here's the key detail. It's not canceled, just temporarily on hold. Why the delays? According to insider reports, Rey is the most valuable cinematic asset, in some ways maybe the only one, Star Wars has right now. There are even rumors that Rey could play a role in several movies that are being developed. They want to get this exactly right. The movie promises to explore what happens when someone tries to rebuild the Jedi Order without a 1,000-year-old institution backing them up. Rey will confront the powers that rise to tear it down. New threats, new challenges, new Jedi philosophy for a new era. Number 9. Filoni's epic finale. Dave Filoni is directing a massive crossover movie that will focus on the New Republic and close out the interconnected stories told in The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, Ahsoka, and other Disney Plus series. This is the big finale fans have been building toward. Filoni's film will orchestrate the escalating war between the Imperial Remnant and the fledgling New Republic. Everything we've been watching on streaming is building to this massive confrontation. Think Avengers. endgame, but for the Star Wars streaming universe. According to Kennedy, it will be the climatic event first teased during her 2020 Disney Investor Day presentation, tying up ideas from The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, and presumably Boba Fett, with tensions between the New Republic and the Imperial Remnant reaching a crisis point. The timing is perfect. Filoni is currently shooting Ahsoka's second season after working on the Mandalorian and Grogu script with Jon Favreau. All roads are leading to this epic conclusion. Filoni gave an update in late April 2025, basically saying we should be patient and don't expect pre-production before Ahsoka Season 2 wraps. Here's what makes this so exciting. Filoni has been the mastermind behind the interconnected Disney Plus Star Wars shows. He knows these characters inside and out. He's been building toward this moment for years. The movie will give us a finale to this era of interconnected Disney Plus shows. We're talking about Din Djarin, Grogu, Ahsoka, Sabine, Ezra, Bo-Katan, and potentially characters from Book of Boba Fett all coming together for one massive story. Plus, we'll likely see the ultimate confrontation with Grand Admiral Thrawn and whatever's left of the Imperial forces. This isn't just another Star Wars movie. It's the payoff for years of streaming television building towards something bigger than any individual series could deliver on its own. Number 10. Dawn of Force. James Mangold is taking us back further than any Star Wars story has ever gone. His Dawn of the Jedi movie is set 25,000 years before the Skywalker saga. We're talking about the absolute beginning of everything, the first Jedi, the origins of the Force itself. Mangold described this as a kind of origin story of how the Force came to be known. When he first pitched the idea to Kathleen Kennedy, he was thinking biblical epic, a 10 Commandments. That's the scale and scope we're dealing with here. This isn't just another Star Wars movie. It's the foundational story of the entire universe. The timeline gives Mangold incredible creative freedom. There's no existing continuity to worry about, no established characters that have to appear. He can literally create the mythology of how the Force was discovered and how the first humans learned to use it. The current canon's ancient past is basically a blank slate. Beau Willimon signed on to co-write the script with Mangold in 2024. Willimon worked on House of Cards and was a writer on Andor. That's serious pedigree for tackling the philosophical and political aspects of this epic origin story. Recent reports suggest filming could begin in 2025. At Star Wars Celebration 2025, Kennedy confirmed the movie is still actively in development. Mangold told MovieWeb he was happy to be free of the many strictures that weigh Star Wars down in later eras. Translation? He gets to make up the rules instead of following them. This movie could have massive implications for all future Star Wars storytelling. Understanding where the Force came from and how the first Jedi Order was established gives context to everything that comes after. It's not just backstory, it's the foundation stone for the entire galaxy far, far away. Think about it. Every Jedi we've ever seen, every Force power we've witnessed, every lightsaber duel we've watched, it all traces back to whatever Mangold shows us in this movie. That's the kind of responsibility and creative opportunity that most directors only dream about. Ready to witness the birth of the Force and the first lightsaber ignition in galactic history? Subscribe and hit that notification bell for every trailer, reveal, and announcement covering this incredible galactic adventure slate.